れません。信じられません。しかもこの信じられない事件が今我々の眼中において展開されているのであります。今やゴジラの飛び出した後はこれで終わりそうから例えばゴジラは移動を開始いたしどうやら土山方面に向かう模様であります。我々の世界は一瞬のうちに200万年の世界に引き戻されたのでありましょうか。
Damn, what's new, guys? Back with a fresh final review. Today we're going to be looking at the X Plus 25 centimeter Rodan 2019 from 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yes, from the legendary Godzilla films. So this big sumbitch, his wings are like just in my way. I don't know where to put him. And I really should stop touching him because I'm a fucking klutz and I'll probably knock him off his stand. So the first thing I want to do, I want to get this out of the way because I don't want to knock him over. So we're going to talk about knocking him over. Nah. All right. So the box. The box. Yes, I still have the box. We'll get to that. But basic kind of brown, boring box. The image is not colorized, which kind of stinks. But, you know, saving money probably or whatnot. So not the biggest of deals. Inside, you got your protective plastic housing. That way, if you need to put him back in the box, the figure's protected. Okay, so that's that. Not a big box. It's definitely on the longer side. Timber. I really don't know where to put this so this doesn't look stupid. Maybe right there works good. All right, so Rodan 2019. It's 2025. The movie came out 6 years ago, and the figure came out September of 2021. I'm just getting around to reviewing it because I bought it last year. I actually have had this figure for over a year at the time of this recording, and finally getting around to it. Yes, I'm lazy. Sue me, okay? So the figure came out September 2021. This is the standard. I bought the standard off of Yahoo Japan, like I said, last year, but if you pre-ordered it, bought it when it was brand new, you probably spent about $140 before shipping. You could have got it from a website like Hobby Search. Again, it was listed there for about $141, $142. Right now, I just looked. And that all depends on the conversion from yen to US dollars. Clearly, that's changed over the last 4 years. Okay. I bought mine, like I said, off Yahoo Japan. I think I probably paid like $200 for it. Probably a little bit more for the shipping fees. And initially, I wasn't going to get this figure back when it was announced because I was like, oh, if I get one of them, then I need to get the Godzilla. I need to get the Ghidorah. I need to get the Mothra, which we still don't have yet. I'm going to need a Kong. And lo and behold, I have the Rodan. I did a Ghidorah review last year. I got the Godzilla. I got the Kong. I mean, once you get bit, you might as well just, you know, go all in. And I got bit, especially when I got Ghidorah. When they announced that, I was like, I got to get that. And then I was like, I'll get the other ones. Initially, like I said, if I get one, I'm going to want the others. So when I got Ghidorah, like, how could you pass up on that 25 centimeter Ghidorah? Really, gorgeous figure. Anyways, this figure, like I said, I'm glad I got it. When it first was announced, I was like, damn, that looks really damn cool. This figure, like, it does look really, really damn cool. I feel like they nailed the sculpt on this. Like, they really nailed it. It's an awesome, dynamic, flying pose sculpt. So X Plus killed it as far as I can tell from here. You know, I mean, honestly, you know, my personal opinion, they knocked it out of the park. So great job. Tip my hat backwards. Boom. So sculpt is definitely certified fresh there. Again, this is the standard. So the standard basically is as you see it. Just the basic kind of like brick brown paint job to Rodan. With some subtle highlights and dry brushing, you know, in the grooves on his wings, just to give it some depth and perception there. His head and, well, yeah, his face, head, basically the same brick brown, you know, dark, deep browns that we got going here. Some details on his beak, his eyes, his tongue, and his mouth. But, I mean, for the most part, the color feels mostly flat, but it's really not. And looking at it on the video here, It's not going to do it justice. The photos, honestly, this was actually hard to take photographs of, but you really got to see it in person to appreciate how it looks. Again, I love the pose. I love the sculpt. I love the dynamicness of this. So really no complaints at all from me. I remember, I think it was John Bumpus. Hello, sir. I think you posted it. I'm pretty sure it was you that posted it. When I saw yours, I'm like, fuck, that looks really damn good. But I was like, nope, I can't get it because I'm going to need the Godzilla, going to need the Ghidorah, going to need the Kong, and blah, 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 blah. This is the life of a collector, okay? So I'm glad I got it. Let's talk about the stand. This is by far the worst stand that X Plus has ever put out. And I'm a dumbass. So when I got it out of the box, first of all, who reads the instructions for X Plus figures? You know, usually it tells you to get a hairdryer, heat up the orifice, his hole, plug a tail in, and I didn't read the instructions, and the little plastic piece that comes with the stand, I tried to push it on like a Lego, and when I did that, I ended up snapping like the little clip and broke it. Dumbass, okay? That's a mistake. Read the instructions. So when I tried to put the figure on the stands were doing a wobbly dance and everything, and I just was having a hard time getting Rodan to sit on this stand. So thankfully, the twist ties that all X Plus figures come with, I put one to work here and basically just twist tied it up the stands so they can stay together instead of wanting to dance apart. But still, this is the stupidest stand design ever. I don't really mind these Lego base platforms here. The 1993 Fire Rodan has a very similar stand setup. That one fares better for a flying Rodan, which, again, I love flying posed figures like this that come with a stand. The Mothra behind me, that stand did not last all that long, unfortunately. It started drifting and leaning, and that was a problem. So, had to basically put Mothra down like this, so it doesn't fall over. But this stand, like, why couldn't we have just got, like, a mountain, like the volcano top, the peak of the volcano, with the little base, add some fire, maybe even make it light up, and just stick the rod in the center of it and have it go right through the center of Rodan's torso, like the Mothra 61. Who else has a stand like that? You know, I'd have to look around. I can't think right now. Instead of this shit that the figure, like, it doesn't even, it's garbage. It's garbage. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. And I'm surprised I haven't knocked them off the stand here yet. So that's just my 2 cents on the stand. I don't really want to blab all that much longer about the stand. I've knocked them off a few times. But let's bring up the Godzilla. Like I said, I got the Godzilla. This is actually Godzilla 2021 from Godzilla vs. Kong. I dig this figure versus the 2019 Godzilla because this clearly can stand in for both films. Clearly Godzilla King of Monsters as well. But size comparison, both 25 centimeter scale. So the scale, I feel like Rodan should almost be bigger. But Godzilla and Rodan didn't even fight each other in Godzilla King of Monsters, did they? I don't think so. Rodan fought Mothra and Ghidorah. I gotta watch the movie again. But anyway, they scale nicely. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything else about the Godzilla until I do his review next. Alright? Bam. So that's really it for Rodan. I dig it. Overall, again, the stand, not the war. I'm not letting the stand ruin the awesomeness that this figure is. Okay? So really, you just want to get him on your shelf. Be careful with the stand. Don't knock him over. Make sure, if anything, he's on like a low-lying shelf. If he does fall off onto a carpet, hopefully not too much damage there. I saw somebody on Facebook post a picture of their Rodan, and it must have fell off somehow, and the legs broke off, and very sad. Very, very sad. Because this is not all vinyl. I mean, it actually feels like the whole figure is made out of ABS plastic. So, but it comes off like that, and you kind of just plop them on. like that. You know, so if I took this off, he'd fall. And I'd be cursing and cursing this thing to hell. Okay? So I dig it. Again, sculpt, detail, everything on this figure looks really, really badass. Rodan looks badass. This looks like the scene right as he was charging towards Ghidorah. And I would bring Ghidorah over for a size comparison, but he's too big, and I got other shit surrounding him. I'll wave. All right? So that's really it. That's my review. Let's score them. So I think I'm going to go with 8 out of 10. Oh, I didn't talk about the Rick. The Rick, and I take a point off because the paint feels kind of just missing something, where the Rick has the fire in his wings painted onto him. So it gives the wings a little bit more depth. But maybe 8.5. But a big point for this fucking stand because it's total trash. Stupid. Actually, I saw somebody made their own custom stand for something else. I might have to get creative here. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, next review will be the 25 centimeter Godzilla 2021. And after that, we'll do the Kong review. And then we're going to do the favorite sculptors line Godzilla 74. And then I'm going to have more box days. And we're getting closer to that collection video. Okay? Boom. So that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. If anybody's interested in some fresh vinyl gear, make sure you check out the link in the description. And if you're having a problem with notifications, please check out the video on the homepage of Fresh Vinyl Reviews YouTube channel here. Basically, you got to unsubscribe, close out your website, close out the app, refresh it, resubscribe, and enable notifications. Sorry that happened. It's bullshit. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next Fresh Vinyl Review. And remember, people, buy vinyl, fresh vinyl. Bam!